I was introduced through a referral through my mom, who has used Host Helpers for probably 20 years.
The Host Helpers is, as I said, continually send excellent people. And every time I think I'm impressed more, I'm amazed.
One thing I really appreciate about Host Helpers is I like to cook. And at Thanksgiving, I didn't just want somebody to do the cleaning. Host Helpers, the people they sent, did so much more.
And Host Helpers comes in, and when they ring the doorbell, I just know it's time to relax and everything is going to come off fabulously well.
Host Helpers, my party's saved!
What a Host Helper enables me to do is, once the cooking is done and the flowers are done and the table is set, and what enables me to enjoy the fruits of my labor, so to speak. People that are hosts because they really love doing it. And because they love doing it and enjoy it, they make it look really easy. When my guests come and the table's set and the food is cooked and everything is done, I can enjoy the evening with my guests, like my guests do, because I know that the Host Helper is taking care of everything else.
I always say the slang for me of a wonderful party is if I have a good time myself. And always Host Helpers shows me a great time.
And I'm always amazed at the degree of professionalism your people always show. They're on time, they take direction, they seem to have been here before, although they haven't, and some have, of course, come back. And of course that's important during setup and during the event itself. It takes a lot of pressure off you because everything's handled so beautifully.
I love to cook, and at Thanksgiving I did the cooking, but they set the table. They brought fresh greens that added to my china and my plates and made it look so beautiful and unique. I don't necessarily like plating or arranging platters, even though I love to cook. And they set up the buffet for me, and it was very elegant but easygoing, which is the style that I like.
I've also had sit-down dinner parties for probably 20 to 30 people with, you know, different courses, different sets of dishes.
Because we have an open floor plan in my home, I was at first a little concerned to have other people inside my home, and I was afraid that it would be uncomfortable or too fussy, but they fit in so beautifully and really they were comfortable, we were comfortable, and it was just so nice having that extra bit of help so I could really enjoy Thanksgiving with my family, my son's birthday parties, anything that I've had Host Helpers do. I'm having a birthday party. It's so nice having that extra little bit of help, but having it still be personal in the style that I want to do.
I love hosting parties for my girlfriends, and I've had a martini party with all my girlfriends here, heavy hors d'oeuvres, cocktails. I've had barbecues for 50 people for 4th of July where they've assisted with barbecuing and cleaning and bartending all at the same party. Multitasking with seamless effort. So I'm not asking them to do one task or another. They just sort of see where it's needed and then they rise to the occasion.
Host Helpers has done such a good job I don't like to entertain formally or do things in a fussy way.
We love to put on parties, large parties. Our dining room table seats 20 people. So we like to have sit-down dinners. We do personal parties, business parties for my husband, charity benefits. In 1991, our son got married and we had 200 people in our backyard. Our son's chef friends did the dinner and Host Helpers. 8 people came in '91. And actually I've been using Host Helpers since probably the early '80s.
I also used Host Helpers. I run a nonprofit charitable organization, and they have helped me with our annual benefits, and they were just fantastic. We had them as bartenders and just as general help for the benefit, and it just made it go so much more smoothly.
As you can see, I have the table set up for Easter dinner. We're just going to do a small thing with family. What I love is when I've got a big party planned, I have the captain that I'm using the last several years who is just outstanding, Richard. And when he rings the doorbell, I just know it's time to relax. I tell him what my menu is, and he knows my kitchen, he knows my house, he knows a lot of our guests over a period of time, and so everything just runs smoothly. I use sometimes just one person. The last couple of Christmases I've used one person just to help me, and particularly to do the cleanup after a big Christmas. It's just a wonderful pleasure to have someone do the cleanup for me.
Once I started entertaining for my own family, I called upon host helpers to help with anything from a sit-down dinner to a 4th of July barbecue. Pretty much anything that I've needed done has been accommodated through the services that they provided. I was just telling a friend of mine today that I don't think I can do a party anymore without somebody assisting me from host helpers. I really feel like I can enjoy myself, I can enjoy my guests, and I can entertain without worrying about everything, because the people that I've used have sort of taken over where I leave off so I can be the hostess.
Then after it's over, they clean up, everything's taken care of, and it's always been a very, very, very wonderful experience, and it always reminds me that if when you're planning anything important in the celebrations of your lives, it's important to be there too and not be having to do too much at your own party. So I'm looking forward to the next party.